Hello everyone. In this video, I want to cover about Databricks governed and automation. So I came up with a scenario that we have some tables which have PII columns tagged as PII. If any of these columns tag as PII, I want to tag these tables as sensitivity. So for that, I'm going to use governed tag automation. And also in this case, I will cover all the tables in Unity Catalog. If any of these tables have columns tagged as PII, all of these tables will be tagged as sensitivity. So that is the scenario that we are going to cover. Let's jump into the demo. Okay, so first of all, let's go and see the policies that we are going to use to apply the masking. So inside the demo, I have already created a policy. So in this policy, what we are going to do is we are going to use this to apply the masking. So this policy will be assigned to a govern tag, and this tag will be applied to a column. So let me show you the policy. So in this policy, the policy type is column masking, and this will be applied to all the workspace users except for non-PII group. And I have created this group in this workspace, and this will be applied to all the tables in this Unity catalog. And so this will, when we apply for the column level, so we will apply the tag. So that tag is PII type, which is a governed tag. So this PII type tag has two values, which is email and address. If we apply any of these, this policy will be applied to that column, and then we cannot see any of the real values. It will be show us as a mask value unless we are in this non-PII group. So this is the masking function that I have created. If we are not in non-PII group, for us it will show like this. So this is asterisk symbol. So it will show as asterisk symbols for us. All right. So let's go back to the catalog. I have already created some of the tables. There's two PII tables which I have created. One is customer details, one is one is employee personal detail. If you go to the customer detail, I already applied to the email column and home address column PII type tags. And so because I'm not in non-PII group, so this will be show me as asterisk with the asterisk mask. So I just turn on my cluster so you can see it is masked for me. So if I'm in non-PII groups, so this will be show me, not like this, it will show me the real values. So I have applied the same thing to employee personal details. So you can see, and to email and address column, I have applied this PII type tag over here. And also you can see if we go to the table level tag, there's no tags applied to this table and also customer detail tables. So now we have applied the PII tags to the columns. Now let's go and create the govern tag automation. For that, let's go to this button and go to the govern tag types. And here, first thing what we can see is all the govern tags. So so if we go to the user-defined ones, so we can see all the user-defined tags over here. It's not refreshing at the moment. Let's see. Okay, so these are the all the tags. So these are the system assigned tags. And if we select the user-defined one, we can see the user-defined tag over here. I already show you this tag. This is the tag that we are used for the column masking. So this sensitivity tag we are used to apply to the table. I have used two values, restricted and unrestricted. We are going to use restricted value if it is a PII column apply to the column. the table needs to be tagged as sensitivity with this restricted value. Okay, let's go to the automation part. So we can find this automation in the next step. So here we can create our own automation. I already created one, but I will create a new automation tag for this demo. All right. So here, what we can do is we can ask from Genie as well to create this, but I'm not going to use that. Let's create the steps manually. First, in the scope, we can select our catalog, which is going to be this one, demos, and I will apply it to all the schemas, and we can select two assets types. One is a table and the other one is volumes. So in our case, we are going to select the tables, and in the condition, we can set up multiple conditions, but in our case, I'm going to use this column tags. So you can see there's a couple of options that we can use here. As an example, if we choose metadata name, and we can select one of these options. So we can select, let's say, equal, and then we can apply the table names here. Or if we want to apply like contain, and then if the table names have like PII, we can apply like this. And then in actions, we can ask to apply or remove tag or something like that. But in this demo, I'm going to use column tags, and here I want to select the tag that we have already applied, which is PII type. All right, now condition also set up. Now let's go to the actions. So there's two actions. We can use add tag or remove tag. So if we use add tag, we can find the tag that we need to add, which is sensitivity, and we can select our value, which is restricted. And here you can see there's a small button that we can click. So this one, if we click, what we'll do is, if we already apply sensitivity with another value, it will be replace the value with the restricted, which is very useful. Accidentally, let's say if we selected unrestricted, once this process run, so it will be select the correct value. So which is really good. All right, let's go to the next step. In this step, we can do the scheduling, how we need to run. So we can click the recurring schedule. It will be automatically schedule it by itself. But in my case, I'm going to use manual process, and I will give a name. Let's say apply sensitivity tag, something like that. And then we can select this dry run. Okay, this is the steps that we need to follow. So dry run is keep running now. So after this is run, I will come back to the video, and then I will explain what happened after dry run is over. All right. So dry run, it took me 6 minutes and 51 seconds to run, and also I ran manually as well because I want to apply. So it took 6 minutes and 18 seconds to run. And you can see in the assets, it's identified two assets in the both runs. So if I open the dry run here, so here you can see it identify two tables based on the condition that we have applied. And also in the manual run, it's also identify the both tables, but in here it has been applied the tags automated way. So one thing I want to mention over here, so you can see we can monitor everything in this stage. So we can see all the runs we have run, even the dry run, also the manual run. So if we schedule this, so we can see all the runs over here, and then we can track everything and we can monitor everything. All right, let's go back to the catalog and see whether those tags has been applied or not. So we use two tables, customer details and employee personal details. So let's go to the customer details tables. So you can see it's already has been applied in over here. So you can see in the tags, So it has been applied as sensitivity as restricted. Let's go and see employee personal details table. So here also you can see under the tag section, sensitivity restrictors has been applied. So which means this is working. So you can use the government tag automation process to apply these kind of scenarios. And also I know there's a lot of scenarios that we can use this. So there are a couple of limitations. So let me go to the slides and go through those limitations. Okay, first limitation is asset targets. So if you remember in the scope section, we can select the catalog, schema, and the assets. So in the assets section, we can only select two options, whether it's a table or a volume. And also in the catalog section, we can only select one catalog. And we can apply this to all tables, but we can't specifically filter out the categories like views, managed tables, or external tables like that. And the other limitation is once we create the task, which is the govern tag automation task, we can't change the scope and actions. And the scheduling part, we can't customize the scheduling or we can't add the event-based scheduling at the moment. And the processing limitation is we can run up to 500 tasks at the moment. And the tagging limitation is per task we can only create 5 maximum govern tag for the actions, whether it's assign or remove. So if we want to add more, we need to create a new task in the govern tag automation section. So these are the limitation at this moment, and this is still in beta version. So this will be changed in future. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's meet in the next video.